Yo, what's up, people? This is my first video. It's gonna be unedited, unfiltered. I'm just gonna wing it and go with it. Uh, Leave any comments and critiques that you have. I'm doing a live reaction of Chapter 909, Seppuku. Um, if I seem awkward or nervous, I kind of am. But I'll read along and I'll go with it. I'll leave a link below to where I found it, which is the One Piece Discord, and a link to Jaimini's box, which is where the chapter is. Alright, so let's start this out. Um, Tales of Self-Proclaimed Straw Hat Grand Fleet, Volume 39, or Lumbus Arc. At 4 p.m., a pirate's first campaign commenced the assault. Um, if you guys have any comments, like I should like put links. I don't know how this exactly goes. I watch YouTubers and they say that people should get started, but it's an awkward thing. You don't know how far you're gonna get. You don't even know if people are gonna view your videos. Back to it. The New World. Master Nekomamushi has amazing sailing skills while the reverie continues. As expected of the man who was on the Pirate King's ship. So much longer do we have to wait here in these ruins until he comes back with Marco the Phoenix. We've got told to wait here because you, Gara's faces are too scary. Would our faces really scare Marco, though? The Mink Tribe, Guardians. There's a village here, remember? Don't move from the spot. So, on this page, they're at an island, and it's just the Guardians just chilling right now, waiting for Nekomamushi to, it seems like, to go find Marco in the village. Marco the Phoenix trivia. They've been doing a lot of this in the latest chapters. It's a long-running manga, and so not everyone knows or remembers what happens in the past. So, Marco the Phoenix trivia. Marco is a former member of the Whitebeard Pirates, a crew which lost their captain at the Summit War 2 years ago. He was known as Whitebeard's right-hand man. After the death of Whitebeard, who was called Pops by his crew, Marco challenged the enemy pirates, Blackbeard, and was defeated by him. Currently, the remaining crew is scattered and their whereabouts is unknown. Page 4. I heard that behind the waterfall over there, there's a cave that leads to a peaceful village. A group of warriors like us can't enter a place like that. I see. But the master's face is definitely scarier than ours. If you make him angry, that is. His smile is cute, though. You're right. Whoosh. And you see someone with the flame hand touching, looks like a wounded paw. And you see Nekomamushi smoking on his pipe with just waiting. Oh my god, it's Marco. Alright, I finished treating him. He should be fine now. But tell him not to do anything reckless for a while. My flame of rebirth effects on others has its limits. So, if anyone has speculated or thought about, the Phoenix power and the tears, if you look into lore, tears of the Phoenix, they have healing properties. So he has something like that, but it has its limits. He's been fixed up, and his wounds will heal faster now. He should be able to jump around again tomorrow. The most common name for household cats in Japan. Oh, Tama. Wow, this is Marco's magic. I'm happy for you, Tama. Grrr? You heard me say tomorrow, right? Don't jump around right now. Thank you, Marco. And you see Marco wave. Oh man, it's weird to see him like this. Oh, former member of Whitebeard Pirates, First Division Commander, the Doctor. What? I guess that fits. The Phoenix fruit and being able to heal people. He can heal people in his own way. Marco. Marco, my back hurts. Marco-chan, my knee is acting up again. Marco, my younger brother got bullied again. And you see Nekomamushi just looking on like, dude, this is what you put up with every day. And you just see a little effect of puffs of him just smoking. Pops created this place. Old Man Whitebeard did? What do you mean? Because the people here are poor, they cannot afford to pay the heavenly tribute. Heavenly tribute. Probably like taxes to the celestial dragons, which are the heavenly gods or whatever, and therefore are unable to ally themselves with the world government. Most of the unallied countries in this world are unallied for that reason. Those places usually end up being lawless islands where pirates and human traffickers roam freely. As a result, those countries crumble and it causes a rise in the population of unfortunate orphans. Oh, excuse me. Pops was one of those orphans. And you see a picture of a flashback, it looks like. And I'm assuming that the one person there um, is Whitebeard, maybe? Short, stocky kid. Shirt reads power. It has a kanji of power on it. Even though he left for the seas to become a pirate at a very young age, he continued to care about this land. While hiding his identity, he spent his life continuously funneling dirty money and resources into this village. Although he had no family or friends, this island was his homeland. Whoa, what? So it has no specific name because at the beginning of the chapter it never named what the island was called. It was just it's unmarked, unnamed. Uh, there's no difference between clean money and dirty money, says Nekomamushi, in this tainted world. Thank you. After the Summit War, we thought that the least we could do was protect what Pops treasured with our lives. Back then, Blackbeard invaded. That was the beginning of the Payback War. But the one who took Pop's power for himself, Teach, was more than just an enemy. He took everything from us. So I just wanted to have a go at that ungrateful bastard. And you got, from what they say, you got your ass whooped. You and everyone else in your crew, the remains of your crew. I see. So in other words, this place is like the old man's final keepsake, isn't it? That's right. Red Hair even placed his grave nearby. Wait, so does that mean, because Ace and Whitebeard were buried together? We see that in the flashback when Sabo goes there and pours the sake cups. So does that mean they're both nearby? Hmm. Could Weevil have found it? Because in the or not in a flashback, but in the past when Weevil shows up, doesn't he have Whitebeard's weapon? So they went there and took it. Um, but Pops was pretty stingy, wasn't he? He always wanted all the booze, and he never treated us to meals. And at first, it looks like Marco's crying, but it's like a chuckle, It's like a laugh. He used all of his share of the treasure we found to support this place. We all knew about it though, and yeah, see, it's a laugh. Um, Looks like a little bit of time passes. Oh, while we're on that topic, there's that warlord Weevil who has proclaimed himself to be the true, emphasis on true, son of Pops. He's been attacking anybody that had any relation to Pops. So is it true then? I wouldn't know anything about an affair like that, but it looks like he's after Pops' inheritance. Hmm. Even if I were to tell him that there is no inheritance, he wouldn't believe me. But what would he be after? Well, we know that the lady, and you can see Marco talks about her. Give me a sec. He wouldn't believe me. Both myself and this place will probably be targeted sometime soon. I see. You can't leave then. And is that a piece of cheese that he's eating on? Weevil's mother Bakken is a former pirate. She was active around 30 years ago. No, 40 years ago is more accurate. She used to be on the same ship as Pops. What? Okay, so a couple of chapters ago, we hear about the rocks, right? So let's say that Bakken, Whitebeard, Kaido and Big Mom were all on the same ship, all a part of the Rocks. And I've heard speculation around. I don't remember exactly who, but a few other or one or two other YouTubers have talked about Shaki or yeah, Shaki also being a part, and I can see that because she's supposed to be pretty powerful, and she's in some way related to Rayleigh, and they've known each other beforehand. So maybe while uh, right before the rocks fell, thanks to Garp, um, they had a crossing, the Roger Pirates and the Rock Pirates. Who would know? Uh, damn. Yeah. Watching other YouTubers, man, I love hearing their ideas and their thoughts, and it's really crazy. Um, but it's hard to come with an original thought because listening to all that, eventually your ideas and your speculations overlap, and so that's why it's taken me so long. I've wanted to do this for a while, but there's so many people out there that you get a little nervous. Well, then you'll have to stay here to protect his keepsake, right? I didn't expect you to give up so easily. If you're going to meet up with Straw Hat Luffy after this, then please pass on a message for him. Pass on a message for me, Nekomamushi. Alright, sure. Did you say you guys are heading to Wano? Yeah. Oh, and then you get a huge shot of Wano. Dude, why are all these countries like, why do they all look like this? There's some it look like the archway over the palace, and like it's sitting on top of like a small little mountain. Oh man, this is beautiful. It does remind you of Japan, but just by looking at the architecture. And in the right panels you see looks like a geisha with a mask, and she's playing I guess a Japanese version of like a guitar or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, so okay, so back to it. Wano Country. And yeah, Oda's like architectural work is freaking amazing. All right, this is just looking. You see Dressrosa. You look at Mary Joyce. Now Wano Country, Whole Cake Island. You see like the full picture views, and it's mind blowing. Um, page 10. Hey, 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 newbie. Were you the one who worked on this? Yes, boss. Was some part of it unsatisfactory? Tch, no way, you idiot. It's a perfect wall. I'll give you praise for that, you big fool. And it looks like a handyman or an architectural worker, and he's talking to Frankie, and Frankie Frankie looks like he's working under him, building shit. Of course. Thank you very much, you shithead. Oh man. Frankie fits right in with this guy. Franosuke Carpenter. So it looks like Frankie is trying to blend in to the workers. Let's move on for a second. Now gather around, folks, and you see Usopp, and I'm pretty sure he's back to his lying and underhanded ways. Now gather around, folks. It's sharp enough to cut white paper. Of course, it's a blade. It'll turn one piece into two pieces, and two pieces into four pieces, then eight pieces, then 16 pieces, 32 pieces, 64 pieces. This Wano Kurayuki Twilight Snow is the embodiment of falling snow. Look, just like this, all the blood is gone. Ooh, with the slightest touch, look, it cut me. Kya! But stick around, folks. If you smear the tiniest bit of this toad oil on the cut. Oh, I read it in the wrong way. I didn't see the line. Look, just like this, all the blood is gone. Oh, I bought it. The toad oil. I'll take some as well. You have expert eyes now. Gather around, gather around. And yeah, you can see Usopp with his lying ways. Uso Hachi, toad oil salesman. So, from the picture so far of each of the characters, it seems as though they're trying to all fit in and blend in as to not attract attention. Uh, Looks like a little festival's going on, but it seems like that throughout the chapter. Good, that's right. Drop your waist more, lower your arms. What you desire is impossible right now. You have to do it properly. Huff, huff. You'll never be called into the Shogun's drawing room in such a short amount of time with that kind of performance. Wow. Yes, ma'am. Oh, Robbie. Geisha. Oh, and she's practicing her dancing. Maybe she's gonna try to sneak in and get some information, because she can clone herself. Like you see, I think the last time she did it was Fishman Island when she was fighting. I forgot who, but she was fighting someone, and she cloned herself, and then broke the dude's back, right? So maybe while she's being drawn or whatever as a geisha, she can create a body double and it can sneak around and try to find information. She was a spy before, she's done a lot of that. In traditional Japan, it is common to add O to the start of a female's name. So O Rabi. Listen up everyone. This is Wano country. The shogun's name is Kurozumi Orochi. Orochi. Anyone read One Punch Man? I mean, I could all. So, also, let me know like what other animes to do. I was thinking about doing a Natsu no Taizai, My Hero Academia, the big ones, and then start working my way down. He and all the government officials who serve under him have, without a doubt, the backing of Kaido. The government officials of this country are oppressive, but if you lay a single hand on them, Kaido will surely hear about it. Therefore, until we've rallied enough people to our cause and until our preparations for the battle are complete, we cannot allow our identities to be exposed. First, we must assimilate. There you go. With the inhabitants of this country, so please. And you can see everyone's looks. Frankie and Robin look pretty excited. Usopp, as nervous as ever. And Zoro's he looks really lost. I mean, that's his character. Yeah, but the first panel, you could see them all in a meeting, a flashback, of course, this whole page. And then Kinemon goes on, let's complete this mission quietly. Back to the present time. It seems that the magistrate has finally caught the street murderer. The culprit is about to commit seppuku. Huh. So, the only person that hasn't been seen is Zoro. But how can he be a street murderer? Back to it. Thank goodness, just this month alone, 3 people have been cut down in the streets at night. They haven't been here that long. Wait, where's Law? We we haven't seen Law either. We've seen Nekomamushi and the Guardians. We've seen the majority of the Straw Hats, Kinemon, and then in the flashback you also see Raizo and the painting guy. Sorry, I don't remember your name. Um, Back to it. How despicable! My husband was also cut down. On top of being the street murderer that's causing everyone terror. And yep, Zoro with the top knot, the true samurai look, and disrupting this town's peace. You're also a grave robber. Oh man, Kinemon accused him of this too. They disappeared in the midst of a pirate attack. Can we say that that was Gecko Moria years ago when he tried to fight Kaido? 23 years ago. Wait, I'm not gonna go back because that'll take too long and there's no. I'm not editing anything. So like, what? So yeah, I'm pretty sure that was when Gecko Moria came and he attacked and he got decimated. 20 and you see this guy. He puts a just like half a blade in front of Zoro with part of it wrapped up. The legendary swordsman Ryuma's remains and the legendary sword Shisui. Zoro Juro. Ronin. I forgot what a Ronin is. I'll look it up later. Back to it. Page 15. Even so, street murderer, you don't seem to be that old. Did you take it from the original thief? Foo foo. This beautiful sharp edge. To think that Shisui is now in my hands. Um, yeah, just looking at his face, he looks like a dick. All right. There's no hilts of this. Oh, Yep, back to it. There's no hilt on this knife, Gozuru. Freaking Zoro. Seppuku blades are short. They don't have a hilt. No, I didn't know that either. It's not like it's made for battle. It's good enough for you to use. This is Zoro. He can use anything. Do you know the proper way to commit seppuku? If you regard yourself as a samurai, then you admit your crimes and finish yourself off proudly. I will execute you before you begin to suffer. Then farewell. And you see Zoro just taking half his. Oh, he takes it all. He takes the shirt all the way off like he normally wears it. Fufu, just to make sure not to cry out disgracefully. And you see him put Shisui back in its hilt. This final act is the most important duty for a samurai. There are witnesses, and there is enough evidence. You will die a graceful, honorable death. Be happy that you can die by seppuku. Please, come on. Killing yourself? That's not honorable. Please. Oh, and then the middle panel is Zoro just cutting clean through the floor. Just you could tell it's a draw technique. It's probably Shishi Son Son. Sorry, back to it. And you see the geisha. One of the geishas looks like they stopped playing, or they're still playing. And the other dude's getting ready to strike down on Zoro, and Zoro's about to do it. And she plucks. Some cherry blossoms drop. You smell like blood. You're the culprit, aren't you? This is coming from Zoro. And you could see the look in Zoro's eyes, the downcast. And then he the just a quick draw looks exactly like Shishi Son Son, but without saying anything. Huh? And you see the surprise look on everybody's face with the eyes popping out and the tongue. He did that with a seppuku blade? Of course, dude. Like he has I forgot what it's called, but he can send slash waves. You know, he found that out when in Sky Island. The Wano Country arc opens up with trouble. Of course, it's always Zoro. It's always Zoro. I'm sorry, Kinemon. You know, they were trying to assimilate, they were trying to blend in, but the true killer. I mean, Zoro has some good intuition. He's bad with directions, but I feel like his intuition's up there, you know? And so, oh, that's chapter 909 end. All right. If you came and you watched this, it's a really long video because I didn't edit anything out. Um, have any comments, any suggestions, any critiques? Let me know in the comment section. I'll be reading them. Thanks again for coming. Uh, this is Savage Rage, the Sauna Sar, out.